Hello. So let's follow up the previous video where we show how to plot on an arbitrary line spline on a surface. So here I want to show you how to do it using Onshape, which is my favorite tool when it comes to CAD, so I'm not going to talk about that, but we have a few videos. So previous video we show you how to do it using ParaView, the VESPA plugin. So here let me show you how to do it in Onshape, but for the purposes also it will be the same for with any CAD tool. No, pretty much they do the same. So here I already imported the geometry, so I have a single surface. So later I'm going to show you that how to recall that there is a merge blocks and so on, so to revisit that fast. But to do it here, I already have my workflow here. So basically what I want to do is an spline here or an arbitrary curve here in the wing or anywhere in your aircraft. So basically let's follow here. I created this plane there, so then a sketch, I can use that sketch to split my aircraft. So look at this point, I split. Okay, so follow the logic, you can split and so on. So at this point I will be interested in working here. So the next step, I created another plane. In this plane I sketch and spline. Okay, so I have this better arbitrary curve, and then what I want to do, and you get the point, you want to create a surface, an extrusion, and then you want to imprint that on the surface or somehow split surfaces to get that section. So that this can be projecting the surface, something straightforward if you have the actual parametric solid. But here you have a surface triangulation. So to point out that there's a couple of ways to do it. You have here a method that you can create a parametric surface, a constraint surface. There are a few videos on the way how to do that. I probably can show you how to do that, but in this case the easiest way is to do an extrusion. So look at that, you get it, and then you extrude that, and now using that you can do the operations, the splitting. There is another way just to show you that when it comes to parametric CAD, there is no right or wrong. There are many ways to do an operation. So in this case, I created as projected this spline there in this top plane, and then I did love operation. So pretty much the result is the same, just to show you a different way. But the trick is here. Now you want to split, do a split, and let me do it here to show you. So this is the operation here. You have it a split. So you have a par and a face. In this case, we want to do it in a faces. These are faces, they are not closed solid. Okay, so let's do it on faces. So you might think that faces to split, and you will say, okay, let me split. Okay, let me set it here, and let me split. Okay. So, okay, let's go to this. So you might say, split, and you will say, okay, select this, okay, the par, you will say select this, and then split with this, and this is not going to work. So look at that, there is telling you, okay, this might be your output, but it is an illegal output. Now, so what you need to do is not a par, it have to be a face operation, but what you need to do here now is the inverse logic. So faces to split, this is the face that I want to split, and I want to split that face with this entity. Okay, and you do your operation. Let me hide that, and look at that. Now you have it here. So divide it, and now these surfaces that you see, this edge, it is perfectly matching with your geometry. Okay, to the precision of the machine precision that you have in Onshape. You can assign that. So at this point, I select this, okay, and so okay, so this one, so that there, okay, and I will export this. So in Onshape, recall that you select and then export. You have now all these options. You can have your native cab or the OBJ STL. So export an STL, and now I have my surface. I know that this edge is perfectly matching to that geometry, and now you get the logic that you can use that in ParaView. So let me launch ParaView. Okay, so let me go here. Let me open and state, load the state, and I recall that I have it here, and it will be one. So click OK, and there you go. So our standard state. Basically what we want to do it is in this aircraft to that prediction. I already put my geometry here. I know it's this one, and look at that, you have your surface there. So now the issue is that, okay, so how do we get that edge there? So the logic will be, you have this one, you can extract the edges, then you do selections and remap. Okay, so let's do it. So look at that, you don't have any visible edge there. So recall that if you go here, you have feature edges. You can extract your edges there, hide the surface, and now you can use these edges, and you get the point. That is, you put your aircraft there, you will get the solution there, but also you will get something there. So let's say that you don't want the rest, you just want this one, do a selection. We have done that. And let's do it here again. So let me select here, add, let me select through to select everything, to be sure to select everything. And there you go, you selected that. Then probably you have these lines that you don't want. So select this one to remove a selection. I want to remove that. And again, I want to remove that. I'm happy with this result. Extract, apply, and you have it there. So let me put it to 4 to be sure, so I don't see any gaps. So I capture everything perfectly. You have your aircraft there, and voila. So at this point, let's do the next step will be resample. Okay, resample with dataset. So my source dataset. Let me take the whole dataset, the whole domain, or you can take the whole aircraft. You know that is perfectly. So let's take this. Destination will be this. Apply, and here you can visually inspect. Now see that you have your solution there. There are no issues. Okay. So it was a nice interpolation, your pressure, everything. And let me put the aircraft there. That was pressure, and there you go. So to remind you that I interpolate the solution that I have in the surface, but also you can take the solution in the whole domain when you do the resample. Okay, so this is just to demonstrate that you are perfectly matching, not point by point. And at this point, let's plot on the surface. So recall from the previous one, there is this nice filter sorted. So it's gray out, meaning that we need to extract that surface. Extract surface, there you go, you extract that surface. It shows the wrong one, it should be the aircraft here. So extract surface, apply. We have the surface, you have your field there, everything. And now we want to do the resample with dataset. So resample set dataset, oh sorry, sorted plot. So I want to extractor filter will be okay, plot unsorted lines, and give me a minute. So my okay. Okay, no, sorry, here. And this is the one that I want to plot. Okay, this one I didn't need that step. This is the one. Now see, if I try to do so plot unsorted, doesn't work because I need to extract that surface. So I apply it here, and now plot unsorted. Okay, you have it there, and now you have everything. And let me go here and let me select the Mac number, and there you go. Let me split the screen here. Let me put the spreadsheet view. Let me select here. Let me turn it on, and there you go. So see that there you have your point, and if start to move, they are perfectly in order. So maybe sometimes you might see some, for instance, that bump there might be due to the triangulation. So remember that you can get a better triangulation. But yeah, there you go. As you see, quite easy to do. Okay, you have your geometry, you can do whatever you want. The last thing that I want to show you is exporting geometries now. So let me go here, and I have the aircraft, and recall that I have everything split in different surfaces. So if you go here and click save data, okay, see that I don't have available the STL and so on. So same trick, you need to go here, extract surfaces. Let me redo it, I already have it there, but to show you, you have the VTK index, and then you go save data. You should have here the different format. You can use BTK format, whatever. So let's stick to the OBJ. And if I save it here, let me go set. And recall that you have these options, and if you want this, deselect this. Okay, sorry. Okay, because this information is not safe in the OBJ and so on. In the BTK it is safe, so but here, and export. And if you go here, you are going to have all the files there. Okay, but see that it's saving for each single surface index. It is saving. No, let me put 6 for instance. Let's see what do I get there. There you go. So it was that. Let me open another one. I think 2 is a win. There you go. So for each one, it is visualize saving a surface. So if you want to save everything as a single surface, remember that there is another filter called merge blocks, and this one will merge everything, and see that now you don't have any more. Now the BTK index, and same step, you go here, you save it at a OBJ. If it is not available, you need to do again that extract surface, apply. Okay, and I go here, save data, and I should have it here, OBJ, and let me call set all. So I don't want to have any information to avoid problems. Sometimes that can be an attribute that can give problems. Apply, and there you go. So you have your whole surface. You can do your triangulation. So basically on Onshape, this is what I did. I saved it, then I imported it on Onshape, and I did the whole manipulation. So there you go. Another trick to manipulate your geometry, to get those arbitrary lines or splines in the surface and do the sampling. So at this point, I think we have covered a lot with sampling or static sampling. Then we move now to unsteady sampling or FFT stuff and so on. So you have the videos there. So thank you for your attention, and see you next videos. Bye.